Arnab Goswami, the promoter of Republic TV, has been granted bail by the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court has granted bail to Arnab Goswami and two others. The Supreme Court has said that a full order, of course, will follow suit, but a personal bond of 50,000 rupees will apply to this bail order. The Supreme Court has also said that jail authorities and commissioner have been directed to ensure this order is complied for with. Saurabh Gupta, who's been tracking the details of this story very closely, now joins us. Saurabh, what more can you tell us?
Well, this would come as a relief for Arnab Goswami, given the fact that he had applied for interim relief at the Bombay High Court, which was turned down, against which he appealed. Of course, Arnab Goswami had also applied for regular bail. What happens to that? Does it become infructuous? Is something that perhaps comes later. But at this point, this comes as a huge relief for Mr. Goswami. The police have been arguing for police custody. The Sessions Court had reserved its orders on that. But obviously, if the Supreme Court is the top court of the land in terms of hierarchy. And one of the arguments made by the Maharashtra government was that it sets a precedent for others to say, bypass the bail courts and say and go directly to upper courts to get bail. That's what the Supreme Court says on that argument will obviously also be, clear in the order that the Supreme Court has said will follow. But clearly, it has upheld the principle of, bail is the rule and jail is the exception. And that's something that perhaps, is the reasoning that perhaps also was mentioned during the argument. The Maharashtra government's lawyers have said that, there was a case. The court hasn't, I believe, commented on the legality of the case and the legality of the arrest. That is something that Arnab Goswami had also sought, the court's intervention on, at least in the High Court. And the Supreme Court, I believe, at one point it mentioned that those are matters being discussed in the High Court or is being looked at in the High Court. At this point, all that the Supreme Court has done is given him interim relief.
Yes.
And that means that he can come out of jail. But beyond that, what other relief the court has given him is something that will be clear only once the detailed order comes.
Right. And our colleague Vaidyanathan, who is in fact tracking the details of this story, will join us in just a bit. But he is in fact listening to that hearing, and he's in fact been sending us all the information. He's clarified that this is interim bail, and the Supreme Court has said that we don't want the release to be delayed by another 2 days, and therefore has said that if we ask the lower court to impose the bail conditions, it may be delayed for 2 more days. So we've asked the bond to be executed with the jail authorities. So that's exactly what you were talking about, Saurabh.
So obviously, the Supreme Court, setting down the conditions, and Supreme Court is the top court of the land. So whatever the Supreme Court says, even if it says something, that is what it is, because that's the top court of the land. So if the Supreme Court is saying that, the bail orders and has set the personal bond for a certain amount, then it means that the bond can be executed. And now it's a matter of procedure. The order needs to reach the jail authorities.
Yes.
And then, of course, the jail authorities work the procedure. So it could be this evening, or it could be tomorrow morning, or whatever, whatever time the procedure takes is how much time it will take. But knowing,
right.
Mr. Goswami's lawyers have been pursuing for interim bail, interim relief, it is likely to happen this evening.